So like, there's shoes, whatever you want.
What crime novel is it?
I don't know who does crime novels. Is that
Agatha
Murder on
Christie.
the Orient Express?
Oh
Miss
yeah,
Marple.
yeah, it could be a classic. Yeah, it's Murder on the Orient Express.
Agatha Christie, Miss Marple.
That'll do. Yeah, basically the same thing. So yeah, it is a crime
What is
novel.
Agatha Christie, the right Orient Express? Memories of me?
I don't know any of the
Right, I'll tell you
names.
now. Yep.
So yeah, you start reading through it, and it is riveting. You're like, this is the best book by this author I've ever read that I found in a container. So yeah, you scan through.
I think I'd read it and be confused that it's just for fun reading.
Well, you're like, this is a how-to guide of how I could commit crimes. This is fantastic.
Oh shit.
It's up to you whether you think this is a real-life account or an entertainment novel. I'll leave that to you. However, you do read. There's in the back. There is like reviews of it, so you know you're a smart guy. You could probably work out it's entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just open the back gates and the road leads on the kind of rickety, crappy pothole-filled road, the pothole-filled road. And you do know that you're getting much closer to your location now. You reckon it's probably less than half an hour away.
Oh, before I do anything else, I'm gonna attach the duck to the front of the tractor.
Oh, nice.
Love
you do
it.
so easily. There is now I'm going to say a large rubber duck attached to the front. And if you squeeze it, it does go make the honk noise. So
yeah,
everyone looks very impressed.
What is this?
Duck of war.
It's war duck. So just and you continue moving along. Again, the tractor is not particularly fast, but it is moving at a fair pace. It is making It is making some noise. One thing you do know is that traveling in the zone at night and not just kind of like finding a sneaky area to go into and hide is inadvisable. Ghouls, as dangerous they are during the day, become emboldened at night and tend to kind of scour the zone. I'll say now it's probably about 5-6 o'clock and it's not dark, but you know darkness is coming in a few hours. You continue along the road and you do eventually arrive at the area you've been looking for. Make sure I get this right. Not that one, not that one, not that one. The Wolseley. There you go. I'll show you that. The Wolseley High Security Fencing Company. A large metal building surrounded by surprisingly sturdy-looking chain fence. Nearby tree and plant life are reclaiming the inner yard and building. A sign over the door reads Wolseley Security. Underneath in faded but legible sign are the words a subsidiary of AAMC Security. The building has a thick security fence with little to no rust showing. There are poles at regular intervals with spheres at the top. The building has no light source from inside and appears to be secure. There's a large, hastily written symbol of ghoul design on the outside of the front door. There is no movement around the building. There's also a low humming from somewhere nearby.
Might be a generator.
Might be.
Probably not, but you never know.
Can you tell if the fence is humming?
Oh, electric fence. Good thinking, Mary. Good thinking.
Yeah, how would you like to do so, Mary?
Ulf, can you go and touch that fence for me?
Sure.
Ulf, you go and you grab onto the fence. It is a solid fence. You give it a shake. It is strong.
It's a strong fence. Is this
Well
what
done.
we're looking
Thanks.
for?
Come back, Kapank.
Yeah.
Yes,
Is this what
I
we're looking
think
for,
this
Miri?
is-
We're looking for
Grey,
Grey.
Grey,
Yeah,
yes.
I mean Grey.
I'm gonna take the
Right.
sign off that's written by the ghouls, and if I can't read it, I'm gonna like throw it away, like make sure it's no readable. Because it might be a warning to the ghouls.
Interesting. Are you going to try and understand it? Because I mean, ghoul language is a mixture of the language you speak and the written language, and also some crazy ass symbology that they like to use. If you want to try and figure it out, you can try and comprehend it.
Okay, I'll try and comprehend.
Or you just throw it away. It's up to you. I'm not making you do nothing.
So they why I didn't get it tells us something like hideout.
The ghouls live here. Everyone hide. Wait for the tractor.
It's just exactly.
successes. Nice.
Mhm.
Oh, cool. It Ghoul language is a difficult thing because ghouls are bonkers. So like each group that you've heard of, they talk similar but different. What you gather from this is it says danger, flying things that sting.
I'll kind of like look over and be like, I think there may be some type of insect in here. The ghouls seem to be afraid of something that flies that stings you.
I'm gonna
you
look
think-
at this. I'm gonna look at the sign,
Hmm.
and I'm gonna look at Bogart.
So
Insect, you say?
what was he said
You go talk to what with the.
there? I see things. Many things.
Yeah, you say some sort of insect, yeah?
Well,
Okay.
it says a flying thing that stings. What else would you describe it as? I should point out we do not know what drones are yet.
Just to give you a better idea, it's a large building. The security fence does go the whole way around. It is in good condition the whole way around. The gate is lying open though. The sign with the ghoul design was kind of like to the side of that, and it was written on top
Okay,
of something.
okay,
When you
like,
look through
look.
it, basically gives you opening times of what this place would have been open, and the ghouls have kind of written over it. But you can get access to the yard, and the building does appear to be kind of locked up.
Okay, they like look over at Flair and be like, have any of the other stalkers encountered flying things that sting them?
You're gonna be a
Not
know the
that
zone.
I have heard.
Have you heard of it? Have you encountered it, or has anyone else like mentioned things like this? If the ghouls are afraid of it, we should be concerned.
It's not something I've ever heard of, but you never know. Maybe someone has come across something and just not said.
Okay, they like look over at Red at this point.
Red looks back to you and says, and she looks briefly at Flair. Of course you've heard of the dangers of the zone, the bugs, the zone wasps.
Oh, if those things, right.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, I actually.
You've seen. Now I think about it, you've heard them, Scott. You've read about wasps. Wasps are teeny tiny small. What they describe to you are not teeny tiny small wasps. They are big, and they are aggressive, and they make when they're nearby because you can hear the humming.
Ah, I was gonna say, have I heard enough about like how things have worked to know that like smaller things were mutated through time? Like, be
There's the
the
wasps in the place.
I mean, you can hear a noise that indicates that
Maybe
The
there's a
thing-
wasp's nest somewhere.
you mentioned
Or like if the
humming.
Hmm.
Okay, they're
I
like,
like to think that that's actually Flair just processing the information, being like, wait a minute.
Beep, 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 beep,
Mhm.
beep, 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 beep.
I'll kind of like look over at Gray and be like, you can do that thing that you can set an area, can't you? Can you
Hmm?
sense any life with your ability? I don't know how it works.
It just the sound and then back. That's all.
Could you do that and see if there's anything like floating in the air, so we know where
Oh
these
yeah,
may be?
of course I can. Okay, in real life, I know like wasps fucking hate sounds like radios and things, so this is probably gonna be really bad. But yeah,
I
I do
do
it.
think it would be very bad. I have heard stuff like these noises irritate them, but it could also scare
If
them
they are
off.
mutated, this was the terrible idea. Very, very bad.
Red
I've already
nods at you.
taken
It's
this
like
big
these
breath.
things don't like noise. What I will say is, as you ping off a pulse of the sonar,
Mm.
the humming gets louder.
I'm going to
However,
pull
there's
out the
still
gun.
What's wrong?
Let's just
hey,
get
what's
this
happening?
fence down.
The fence. Would you mean the fence outside, or are you trying to get inside?
Do we go inside first, or get the fence down then go inside?
Who knows what you're going to do? I'm so
Well,
excited.
we need the
to find out.
fence, and if we go inside, something bad happens, then at least we'll have the
we
fence.
need to
So
rest here tonight, so it's probably best that we keep the fence up to keep us protected, and then remove it
that's
in the
a good
morning.
point. Yes, let's
And
do that. Let's
and I'm just going to
get in
go.
this building.
Hell, the fence and the no electricness.
Yeah, the gate is open, so he's taking the
I
tractor in, or
still,
he's leaving the
I
tractor on the road.
still go over the gate.
Oh no, I'm on board for that, mate. I absolutely am 100%
I don't.
behind
You'd
that.
think I'd jump back down, but I kind of like crawl back down like how an insect would fall back.
I usually like that flop thing where you
Oh,
Can us like sort of skirt around the perimeter and just check there's no imminent danger?
absolutely fine. You can give me a scout roll or the zone roll if you want to go round. What I'll say is that, Mary, when you done the ping, you found them, the wasp. They're inside. You're not sure how they got in there, but they're in there.
Hey,
What'd you get?
got three successes.
Well, that's very successful. When you're going round the building, especially when you get to the back, the humming is much, much louder. As you come round, you notice as you go round it's louder, and as you approach, it gets louder still. Like they know you're there, but it appears to come from the other side of the wall, like it's inside.
Okay. So when I go when I get back, I think these flying insects are on the inside of the building, so at the back. So be careful, very, very careful, because they will hurt, and if they are mutated, then terrible things might happen.
I'm just coming back from it, going and confirming. Yeah, they're in there.
Oh yeah. Did you go near them? I just bing. Yeah.
Okay,
What I'll
so
say is, as you
Stings
step around the
all over.
building, you did check. You know very much if they were stinging you. As you check the front door, you do see that it is. You can open it. You could get inside if you wanted. But how would you like to proceed? Are you
you
resting or
said
are
that
you
these
going in?
things are
Can I be
drawn to
sneaky?
sound, didn't you?
I'll come back to you in a second, Rachel. Scott, what were you saying?
You said these things are attracted to sound. Perhaps we can draw them outside and trap them out there.
you're just full of ideas
Problem.
tonight, aren't you? Jesus Christ, you're on
Scott's
fire.
like, "Sorry, the chroniclers are rubbish. Anyway, watch me just
Aye.
go through this solo.
Solo in this fucking game all day. I'll just sit back and just be the grunt.
No, I'm just
The
going to
problem
convince
is
these to like
when
fly
we
straight into water.
problem is when we need to be outside tomorrow. What if they're still there?
Well, we will have the defense of the building, and at night the ghouls like to attack. They might kill them for us.
Well,
It's possible.
on top of that, you're right enough in your saying, but if there's a way they got in here, then surely they would use that way again.
Yes, but it means they may only have one small area that they can come through.
Well, wait a minute. There's another good idea. I mean, how did they get in the first place? Surely we could go in through that way.
That would not be the wisest idea because that might be where they're congregating.
That will be
Well, we don't know until we find out.
probably the
Good
most
point.
dangerous way to get in, I think.
We won't know until we find out, I guess.
Let's just go through
And
the
if you
door.
find out where they're going in, maybe you can do your idea about the sound and
Yeah.
lure them out that way.
Excuse
So the
me,
rest of
who's
us can
going to
get
be
in.
making the sound?
Of course, it's
I
going to
could
be
do it.
you.
I can just bang on a use a sound. I can bang on a can or something. And
And
I
perhaps
can scream real
perhaps-
loud.
perhaps
In
someone
fact,
could turn
that'd
the
be
engine
better.
on, or that duck thing that makes a noise. Can you maybe set something up?
well, even better. I mean, if we
Wait,
get
wait. We have a Walkman.
We do.
what about
Does
what
it
about
work?
We're
Bogart?
gonna
I mean,
rickroll these fucking walls.
Yeah, but I
can
could.
we give it to Bogart because he can run pretty fast. I mean, he probably outrun these, right?
Yeah,
Probably.
we could do
Yes.
that.
The idea
I
of these
could draw all them to me, and then as soon as they're out, I will run through the door, and
Well, they will
Who's
think
run?
you're